Well, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to a 54-degree Tuesday, the 17th of September. The crazy rain we're supposed to get today is just a little bit of rain, it looks like. It was going to be like 65-70% chance of rain. But it's just a small percent at some point today. That's just a bunch of fog clouds and stuff out there now. But feels great. Feels nice and cool. You know, I reckon we'll just head our way to work. Y'all come on along. Let's see what happens today. 57 and mostly cloudy. Even got a little bit of drips here and there. Mama, I made it Tuesday.
Yep.
Get in here and see what kind of work they got. Yeah. I know I got a few jobs I got going. Go in there and see what I got and bust them out.
All right.
All right, let's head on in.
All right.
All right. We'll see you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye now.
Bye.
It's amazing. You can order something like at 11:30 in the morning from Amazon and it show up the same day. Although it showed up a few minutes after we left. But nevertheless, it showed up the same day. It's a brand new GB40. Which reminds me, I took my other one out to the car just in case I had a problem. Of course, it hasn't missed a beat. But the charging system's working great. I think it's the battery's old. Who knows? I mean, we've had the car for over 3 years, and who knows how old the battery is. But these puppies get the job done. The next step up will start like a 6-liter diesel, but it's half again as much, and I don't have many diesels. It'll start 6-liter gas engines, no problem. That's the biggest I have, but I know they work. Most important thing, it works on the on the V-twin Spyders, which are finally getting to a point they're rare as hen's teeth, thankfully. All right, amazingly nice packaging. It's like opening up an iPhone or something. Comes a little, you seen the bag that it was in yesterday. Clamps, super high quality. Nice charge cord. Of course, it's still micro USB. And then you have a adapter for your cigarette lighter. Keep that in your car in case you need to charge it up after you start it up. Big old thick manual. It's very nice. All right, get her on the cooker. And really nice lights that burn hardly anything. It's crazy how bright those lights are. So if you're having to work on your car in the middle of nowhere for some reason, or for whatever reason, it's got strobes and stuff, so you can use it as safety lights and stuff like that. The biggest thing is you can apply 12 volts to something, because a lot of chargers won't start or kick their boost in until they see voltage. Well, it supplies the voltage so it can fool itself into boosting and starting the car. Pretty ironic. I've started things that were absolutely, completely dead. Just hit that, let it sit there and cook for a little bit, just a few seconds. Just hit the start button. On, off your light, and then the 12 volt boost thing. Really, really nice kit. $100 on Amazon, man, you can't beat it. Retail on it is, I think, $149 or something like that. It's not real pretty out here. And it's not real warm. It's 68 at the moment. Oh, that's a deep dish seat, boy. You sit right down in that thing. This is the K1600 with the fuel pump. I don't know where that... Oh, look at that. Can-Ams. Can-Am Off-Road. Where's them new 25 Spyders? Come on, you big old gal. It's going to be tricky because I'm going to have to slip behind him and see what's coming down the hill at the same time. Sketchy. Real sketchy. This thing needs tires pretty bad too. They looking kind of slim front and rear. Crazy, the fuel pump. But he said, you know, his wife hadn't been riding it in quite a while. But anyway, it sat for quite a while and he didn't treat the fuel or anything. And BMWs are pretty famous for smoking a very expensive fuel pump if you don't do that. Oh, got nobody behind me. Well, I got somebody pulling out behind me. Come on, big old gal. So, my household is very much so lively again, with the additional 4 more people. My my youngest daughter, kind of found herself a little bump in the road. And she had to move out of the apartment she's been in for, geez, years. I mean, she's been there for quite a while. I don't know all the details. I know something happened, you know, work related, and funds became tight. That'll definitely is a serious bump in the road. And anyway. So this morning, shortly after we left work, they came up and moved in. And yeah. So yeah, everything just got really expensive all of a sudden. Taking care of 4 more people. Kids, they'll eat you out of house and home. She was one of those kids at one point. So yeah, it's kind of a tough nut. And yeah, our privacy for the foreseeable future is 0. Kids running and screaming around. Swore we'd never, ever in a million years, ever do this again. We've had bouts of this with the daughters. Our son, oldest son, lived there for quite a while, but he's been on his own for, geez, I don't know how many years now. 10 plus, whatever, 15, I don't know. It's been a long time. It's actually been a long time since anybody's. But Kelly and I, it's been very peaceful, joyful, and, you know, you love your kids and your grandkids, but that's stressful. I literally checked my blood pressure, and I was at stage 2 this morning. Yeah, it's not healthy for me, like, at all. And that was before only the daughter came up last night and visited. I hadn't even got back there with all the kids running around creating havoc, you know. We're old folks, we have trinkets laying everywhere, you know. Absolutely not a kid-friendly home. So, you know, the stress of, you know, kids getting into stuff, destroying stuff, as they will do, you know, yeah, not too happy. You might have noticed a little dimness in our goodbye last night, and the 2 little clips so far this morning, or the early ones, you know, the hello at the beginning, and then when Kelly and I, yeah, again, you love your kids and your grandkids, but you love them much better when they're living in their own home and you have, you know, your peace and quiet that matches your age.
You know, we're done with all this. Our youngest is Ryan. He's 32 years old. Don't expect your kids to ever come back home. Here I find myself. Wow, whatever that was that ripped by sounded good. Such is life. On a good note, a nice gentleman, I have just been too busy to sit down and answer the email back, but young gentleman, local, is interested in Kelly's Himalayan. I love it. That's such a sweet running bike. It's never missed a beat. Other than that, you know, initial thing, which I didn't notice it. Kelly, just being overly gentle, would notice the stalling, and it was just that TPS adjustment. TPS wasn't even tight. So yeah, when I found it off and I go to loosen the nut to adjust it, it wasn't even tight. Gee, I wonder how that moved. It was probably perfect when I left the factory, and not so much when we got it. Like I say, it wasn't far enough that I ever noticed it, but if you did stuff really low speed, I guess it would cause her to... That's a big motorcycle, isn't it? The reaction you get out of some people. You know, it's weird, is it's showing it's just a soft service warning, but the mileage to the next service, it's got plenty. Well, I guess it would explain why it's been sitting for a while, but the due date for the annual service, it's ever, you know, the mileage or the next year, whichever comes first. So when you first fire the thing up, you know, you get a service thing, and it says 3 something of 22. So the annual service was due 2.5 years ago. So I would imagine probably brake fluid and stuff. That almost looks cloudy in there, doesn't it? Yeah, BMWs, you got to change brake fluid on these things a lot. Absolutely minimum every 2 years. I think that does look cloudy. BMW brake fluid's so funky looking that it looks bad when you put it in there. It doesn't test bad. I've actually used like some of those little pieces of metal sitting there. Anyway, I use some of that BRP stuff because it's so clear. I mean, it's really nice. Here again, we're in a spot where I can't see past the automobiles. Look at him, got his feet kicked up. He must getting towards the end of the day, talking to mama, talking about what we're gonna do when we get home tonight. One thing about these things, they are runners. I don't particularly like the way they handle or anything. I imagine you get used to it. That old-fashioned front end that they have on these things, you know, transitioning quickly left to right, like some back roads, it just unnerves me. Come on now. Oh man. Wasn't even the stoplight and had to wait forever. I'm gonna beat this car. I done waited on too many today. Oh, look at this. He braved the, so far he's right, braved the weather and rode to see the sky today. What is that? I don't even, is that a Versus? I don't want to gawk too much. See, just that feeling there when you roll in, I don't know, it has this weird It almost like it wants to turn in for you. That's just a little unnerving to me. The faster you go, the more kind of a feeling it has to it. Like I say, I took that B model home for, I forget how long I had that thing at home, but I ripped around on it and I got used to it. Let's do a quick walk around. This is a 2015, well, K16 obviously, but this is a GTL. Which I literally thought that the graphics came on that thing, because we became a dealer in 16, so we've had 16 and newer, and the black one has the silver. I mean, very well done, but he did that himself. Then kick that thing back up. That's a shin getter. There she is, big old gal with a nice fresh new fuel pump in it. Fan functions nicely. That's a cover light that got broke on that one that's in for a crash estimate, which is the twin to this and used to be owned by these folks. They had she K1600s. This is hers, and that black one was his, but he now rides a 24. Nice shiny new one. I don't know if it was this one or the black one. He said that he got stuck, that whole thing when the president was up in Seattle, and got stuck for 4 or 6 hours, whatever, in traffic on a brand new bike, because that thing's run like a scalded dog ever since. I jokingly say, hey, with a water-cooled bike, we might have found a new way of breaking them in good. Just let them idle in traffic for hours. Yeah, she's a ripper. When you really get on one of these things, and I mean all the way in it, the intake and stuff takes on a new sound, and it just like a different motor pops out. It is incredible. I seen the flashing lights when I was down there, wondering what I was seeing. Guess I'm going to have to drive around the parking lot. Looks like I can get past that guy. But anyway, thanks for coming for a ride on a 15 K1600 GTL with a fresh new aqua pump in it. Alright. Well, hello there, YouTube. Got home a little late tonight. I had to stop at Tractor Supply and get some pet supplies. And you don't have a lot of time. No. You stop anywhere, and yeah, it's dark. I think we're like 10 minutes from sunset again, like we were last night. Sasha. Well, it's Madison. She was somewhere. She always comes in and gets little snacks from me when I come home from work, and she wouldn't come inside. It's probably spooked because everybody's inside there. Yeah. And anyway, now I can't find her. So Danny got her little treats today. Yeah. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the ride. That was very nice. Big old K1600. I think ran strong too. But tomorrow, now she comes rolling out. Oh yeah. You mangly mutt.
Yeah, it's a little mangle.
You missed out on your snacks there, dog.
Yeah.
That's been her thing for, geez, the last couple of years probably.
Yeah, it has.
Her and I have our little Madison and Dad moment.
Yep.
But anyway, we're going to roll out at that.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
Let's think about it.
I feel a little mist coming.
I know. I keep getting sprinkles.
Yeah, we're finishing this up right on time. All right. Thanks for watching now.
Yes.
Bye-bye.